morning. It's day 2. Slept pretty good. It's about 5:30 in the morning. Got my food down. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. It's cold. It's 48 degrees. It's pretty chilly this morning. I'm gonna have some coffee. Then I'm gonna pack up and go. I'm gonna eat probably in the next couple hours down the trail somewhere. But today is gonna be about 20-ish miles or so. I'll figure out where I'm going this afternoon. But that's the plan. About 6:45, I'm back up and rolling. A little later than I wanted to, but still pretty early. Doing good. It's cold. I have to have my gloves on. I mean, it's like in the 40s right now, and it's almost July. I mean, just like July's like 2 days away. So it's pretty cold. I mean, I still have my puffy. I always take it anyway, even this summer and my gloves because of weather like this. You just never know when it's going to get pretty cold. So time to get moving on down the trail. This is an example of why the western side is a little bit more difficult. Probably for about the past maybe quarter mile, half a mile. You go along this stretch on the trail, and again, this is coming from the west to the east, at roughly around mile like 14.8, roughly around 15. You're kind of side hilling. It's a little bit overgrown, and it's very, very rocky. You probably can't see it, you go a little slower because you can't always see all the rocks. So. But I think this is the last part that is like really rocky and overgrown and side hill and stuff like that. So once we're through there, I'll get to the private property, and that's like I don't know, 4 or 5 mile of just cruising. So I'll be able to make up some miles then. Just made it to the meadow area. There's some old farmhouses, an old church. This place is just very, very beautiful. Back off the road, out of the meadow, into the woods again. And that little meadow area, it's one of my favorite parts of this trail. It's always so quiet and peaceful walking through there. And just, if you get it when it's sunny out, it's just a beautiful, beautiful walk. I think I'm somewhere between 19 and 21. I haven't seen a mile marker, but I know I have to be close to that. But came across these benches, and I figured, don't mind if I do. So I'm going to sit. It's about going on 10 o'clock. I'm going to eat something, and then move on down the trail. just came off the trail right up there, comes right down there, and you come to this road, and I think it's Ogdonia Road, Ogdonia Road, and you can't find any blazes. It's very difficult, and the road splits. You would think you would go across and just go down, but that's not the case. So there's an up and there's a down. I went down here a little bit, and there I saw a blaze off in the distance, so I'm pretty sure if you stay to the left here, that's the way to go. You know, I don't think I could have picked a better time to go on this trip as far as the weather. I mean, it's only like 70 degrees and it's like 11 o'clock or something like that. Low humidity. Sweating a little bit this morning when I was going up this humongous hill, but I mean, the weather is beautiful. There's no clouds in the sky. It's beautiful. The turn off to go see Angel Falls. It says, I don't know if it says 0.3. You can't really tell what that says, but it was pretty far. We went down it last year and it wasn't anything spectacular. I don't know if we went down the whole way that you were supposed to. We went down pretty far to where we were like, you know, we don't want to take this far off the trail, so that's up to you if you want to do it. I'm not doing it this time around. But from what I understand, it's a spectacular view if you get there and there's water flowing. But I'm going to keep on moving and skip it this time. I've been going up and up and up and then down and down. That's one thing about this trail is there's not many areas that are level where you can just cruise along. It's up and down and then up again and down again, up again, and just all the way through. I mean, it's very similar to the Black Forest Trail in that way. There's a lot more ups and downs on this trail, but the ups and downs on the Black Forest are steeper and longer. So I'm going to keep dredging up the hills. About 1:30. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna sit here at this nice campsite here. Just take a couple minutes just to rest my legs a little bit. I'm about at mile 13 or 14 for the day. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 6, 7 hours. I'm going about 2 miles an hour average, which is not too bad on this trail. I mean, these are PA trail miles at its best. The roots, rots, and rattlesnakes. But I haven't seen any rattlesnakes yet, but I'm sure I will this trip. But also, I've been today and most of yesterday, I've been carrying only 1 liter of water. And I chug water at the water sources, fill up the liter, and then I kind of sip it as I go, and I stop at every water source and do the same thing. So that seems to be working so far, but then again, it's not stinking hot. The humidity isn't that high, so I'm not really sucking down a lot of water. But I'm going to continue doing that. So far, it seems to be working. Man, this trail is tough. Just came up another hill. I did have about a good mile or two, some pretty, well, relatively level area where I could cruise along, but man, going up, at least there seems to be switchback, a Pennsylvania version of a switchback, which is, you know, our switchbacks need switchbacks. So, all right, moving on. You know, it kind of got cloudy out. I didn't think it was supposed to be cloudy at all today. And some of those clouds over there are a little shady here, a little gray. So if I get signal at some point, I'm going to try to check the weather and see. All right, mile 30, roughly the halfway point. The trail is about 59 point some odd miles, so technically it's back there a little bit, but I'll take it. You know, I just passed mile 30. It's after 3, a quarter after 3. I gotta start thinking about where I'm gonna camp. I didn't really think about that yet. Probably between 32 and 34 miles is what I'm guessing. We'll see. Just looked at the maps and I am at mile 34, so that is 20 miles for today. It's 5 o'clock, so I think I'm going to stay here. That leaves 25 for the remainder of the trail, so whether I do that tomorrow or not, we'll see. But I'm going to try to hang right there. I have to move some of this debris, but what can I do? The other areas have dead trees around, so that's where I'm going to hang. It's about 5:30 and I just got hammock all set up, everything's good to go. I had to move it where I was setting up because that wasn't just debris, it was a whole tree and I can't lift a whole tree. So but I got my water for today and tomorrow, hung my bear line, and now I'm just going to eat, and I'll probably just get into my hammock and just probably go to sleep. It was a tough day, so now it's time to dig in. All right, it's 6:30. I got done eating. Man, did I really need that food. That was good. It's 6:30, so I think I'm tired. I mean, there's really not much to do here. I'm by myself. So I think I'm just gonna go lay down and watch a movie and go to bed early and get up bright and early tomorrow. So with that, I'm gonna leave it and I will talk to you tomorrow.